I've never really been an outdoors person, but the summer after my second year of college, one of my roommates convinced me to go camping with him for the weekend. For privacy reasons, I'll call him Ryan. Ryan was the kind of guy who went all out for camping trips. He drove an old lifted Jeep Cherokee, and the back was packed floor to ceiling with camping gear. He hated official campgrounds and always insisted on finding hidden spots deep in the woods because he thought it made the trip feel more authentic. We drove high into the Rocky Mountains for nearly 2 hours before Ryan spotted a narrow opening between the trees just wide enough for the Jeep. We bounced off-road through thick forest until we reached a small clearing beside a steep hill. According to Ryan, it was perfect. By the time we finished setting up the tent, fire pit, and folding chairs, the sun was already sinking behind the mountains. Ryan grabbed a pack of hot dogs from the cooler and started cooking them over the fire. Not exactly gourmet food, but he said he wanted to give me the full camping experience since it was my first time. He'd even packed graham crackers and marshmallows for us s'mores. We never got that far. As we sat beside the fire, an incredibly loud scream suddenly echoed through the trees. It sounded like a woman. Ryan and I froze instantly. The scream came from somewhere deep in the forest, maybe a few hundred feet away. At first, we couldn't understand what she was yelling, but then we started hearing words between the screams. Help! Please! No! Every cry sounded more desperate than the last. Then came one final scream, louder and more horrifying than all the others. Before it abruptly cut off in the middle. Silence. Ryan slowly turned toward me, and the expression on his face, we immediately started throwing our gear back into the Jeep as fast as possible. We left the tent fully assembled and just shoved it into the back without folding it. As soon as we started driving, I tried calling 911. I barely had any signal, but somehow the call connected long enough for me to explain what we'd heard. The operator said they'd send state troopers to the area immediately. The drive back to the road felt twice as long in the dark. Eventually we reached the pavement and stopped for a second, debating whether we should wait there for the police or keep driving. That's when we saw someone emerging from the trees. A man. He wore jeans and a black hoodie with the hood pulled tightly over his face. In one hand, he dragged a large bundle wrapped in some kind of tarp or heavy sheet. The thing behind him looked horrifyingly heavy. His posture was slouched forward, almost lifeless, as he slowly dragged it across the road. Then he noticed us. At that exact moment, flashing blue and red lights appeared farther down the highway. The man snapped his head toward the police lights and immediately dropped the bundle before sprinting back into the forest. The troopers stopped and chased after him while another officer approached the tarp. Inside were the remains of a 34-year-old woman. As far as I know, the man was never caught.